good afternoon whenever you're taking this. We're going to need 2 blocks today and your mat and just enough room to give you some space. Feel free to have a drink accessible as well. But we're going to come into like a child's pose position here. Widen our knees, sitting back. If you need a block here, you are more than welcome to. But I want you to try to just snuggle into your torso between the legs so you can really feel your breath here. And as you inhale, maybe you feel those ribs widen. You feel your back open up. As you exhale, maybe you feel the tailbone start to heavy down towards the mat. But we're just softening and releasing here. Really take some deep inhales and exhales. Maybe you feel your ribs widen, front back to body opening up, and you feel that breath moving in and out. As you exhale, maybe feeling a sense of letting go, softening, releasing. Let the shoulders soften, the hips get heavy. And while you're here right now, just feel your breath and that aliveness inside, and see if you can let go whatever came before and whatever's coming after this, and remind yourself this is your time. It's your 30 minutes just for you. All right, go ahead and walk over to the left side of your mat, reaching that right arm over, feeling a good stretch in that right side of your body. Press that right hip back. Breathe in and feel some space, and go ahead and walk to your opposite side here. Reaching that left arm over. Feeling the breath open up on that left side of the body and the ribs, opening up space. And walk back to center, coming forward onto our hands and knees. We're going to make our way into our downward facing dog. So you can go ahead and tuck your toes, hips up and back. Keep your feet a little wider than your hips, maybe as wide as hips distance, and keep those knees soft. Press those palms down, really sending those hips up and back. Maybe walking or pedaling out in the feet. Nodding your head, shaking it side to side. And take a good full in-breath in. And as you exhale, bringing those knees down to the mat. We're going to come into cat and cow, so drop your belly, breathe in and look up. Exhale, round the spine, tucking your tailbone. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. If there's anything else your body's asking for, move in any way you need. This is your practice. Maybe you take some wrist stretches, rolling around your spine, neck rolls, whatever your body needs. And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and we're going to take a deep breath in and then bring that left foot forward on the outside of that left hand, lifting yourself up, reaching your arms up, a forward lunge, and then moving forward 3 times here, and then meeting that knee back, coming forward with your right leg, pulse 3 times, getting some space in that hip flexor. Hands down, back to hands and knees, and then downward facing dog. And if you want your feet wider, you definitely can. Listen to your body here. Let your legs feel strong, pressing the palms down as you inhale. We're going to go ahead and roll forward, opening your heart. Exhale back to downward dog. And then take any last movements you need here, and then we're going to start to walk our feet slowly to the top of the mat. Feet will land hips width. Just hang over your legs here for a moment. You can hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe just letting those fingertips touch the ground. Letting your head hang heavy. Go ahead and soften your knees. Coming all the way up into Tadasana. Shoulders roll up and back and down. Lift your head tall. Maybe rolling your neck side to side. We're going to come into half sun salutations, so your feet can stay hip width apart. Just plant down through the insides of your feet. Inhale, lift those arms, and as you exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need and relax the head. Breathe into halfway lift. You can use those hands on your shins and then fold back down into your legs and then press the floor away, coming all the way up. Lift those arms up. Inhale, exhale, arms by your side. One more time. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way and rise. Hands up. Exhale, arms by your side. And now we're going to add on. You can keep your feet hip width apart or bring them closer, whatever you prefer. I like having my feet touch, so you can really squeeze those legs together. Go ahead and inhale those arms up. Press your palms together. Exhale, forward fold. Bending your knees as much as you need. Inhale, half lift. I'm going to step back into a plank. So one foot then the other. Take a full breath in and exhale. Slowly lower down onto our mat for this first one. Inhale, lift the heart into low cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So press the palms and the hips up. Keep the legs strong. Tailbone pointed up towards the ceiling here. One more inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to slowly step or hop forward to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, press the floor away. Breathe to rise. Join your palms. Exhale, arms by your side. Let's do this again. Breathe in, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold. Linking breath with movement. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank pose. This time, as you exhale, slowly lower down into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just stay here and breathe. Be okay with the stillness. One more big breath in, and exhale, slowly walking our feet towards the front of the mat. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms together. Exhale, arms by your side. We're going to take one more sun salutation. So feet all the way together if you can, and we're going to start in chair pose. So sit back, lift the arms. Breathe in, look up, step into a plank, and as you exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Breathe, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go and lift that left leg up and through, coming into warrior one. As you exhale, hands all the way back down, plank pose. Breathe in, exhale, lower all the way down. Breathe in, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Opposite side, right leg up and through. Ground that back left heel, rise, warrior one. Good. Exhale, lower down, plank pose. Breathe in. Inhale, lift into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. I'm going to stay here again for 3 breaths. Really getting that body warm. Inhale that left leg up. Exhale, place that foot all the way forward between your hands. Pivot that right foot down, come into warrior 2. Arms open out to the side, and then we're gonna lift up. Exhale, lower back to warrior 2. Flip that front palm back, reaching up, and then front knee. Exhale, taking that right arm overhead. You can stay here or you can grab a block. Turn and open up that heart. We're gonna stay for 3 more breaths. And 1, take both hands down to the mat. Kick that left leg back up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, step it right back forward. Coming into that warrior 2. Pivot down on that right heel. This time flip back into reverse warrior. Extend the front leg. Take your arms into a triangle. You're going to reach down. You can use a prop here, or place your hand on your shin. Make sure that front leg is really strong. Right toes are at a diagonal, tucking that left hip under. You can take this as wide of a step as you need. I like keeping my feet a little closer here. Good. Go ahead and exhale, bend that front knee, move your props out of the way, coming to downward facing dog. And you're welcome to stay here, or we're gonna go through roll to plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Breathe in, upward facing dog, downward facing dog on your exhale. Do the same thing opposite side. Lift that right leg, bring it through. Pin the back wheel down, coming into warrior 2. Inhale up, extend the front leg, really tall. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, reverse that front arm back. And as you exhale, rebend the front knee, side angle. Any variation you want. You can use a prop. I like a prop for these extended. There we go. Take a good deep breath in. Exhale, take your hands down. We're going to kick it back into a dog split. Reach that right leg back. You can go ahead and take a bend here if you'd like, and then we're going to step it right back forward, coming into warrior 2. Pivot that back foot down. Arms in a T, reverse back, warrior into reverse warrior. Extend that front leg, and then bringing our arms back down into a triangle. You can use a block here again. And as your right hip reaches back towards the arch, can you feel that in your foot? Get a little longer on the underside, making sure to use that core here. Opening up, make sure you're breathing. Good, last breath in. And exhale, bend your knee, hands down, step back into our downward facing dog. And again, you can stay here in downward facing dog or inhale. We're gonna roll into a plank, lower down, inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna move into the next sequence here. So inhale that left leg up. When you're ready, and coming into our high lunge, plant your feet down, inhale and exhale, lower and rebend that back knee. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend. Bring that back knee all the way down so you're in a low lunge. We're gonna actually keep that back foot tucked here. You can bring your palms into chest, and then we're gonna come to a twist, so opening up to your left side. Open those arms out wide if you'd like, or you can keep them in a prayer position. And then we're gonna bring our right elbow down to our left knee. If this is uncomfortable, you can stay with your torso up with your arms wide open. This is still a really good twist. Then we're going to slowly bring that knee off the ground. Make sure we're breathing for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bring those hands down. Coming into a dog split, so bring that left leg back up. Open your hips. And then exhale, we're going to step that foot right behind our left thumb. Right heel down, warrior 1. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, interlace those fingers behind your back. Breathe in, extend that left leg in the front. Lift your head open. Exhale, bending that front knee. Relaxing your head and neck. And you want to make sure that left hip is not drifting off. Relax the head and neck here. We're going to say for 3. We're in humble or devotional warrior here. All right, go ahead and release those hands down, stepping into downward facing dog. Once again, stay here, or inhale, come into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Go and reach that right leg back. Step it all the way forward into our low lunge. Rise. Good. And extend the front leg and lower. We're going to do 3 here. Moving with our breath. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to place that back knee on the mat, keeping those back toes tucked. Twisting open to your side. And as you turn again, prayer hands, or you can stay with your arms wide open, bringing that left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Breathing here, and then slowly lifting that back knee off the ground. And hold. One more deep, full inhale. And exhale, bring those hands down to the ground. Kick it back. Right leg reaches up and back. Maybe you find that open hip here. And then extend that right leg long, and then bring it back through between our palms. Pivot the back heel down, rise up again into warrior 1. Interlace your fingers behind your back. I like to switch up what fingers were interlaced. Open up the heart, and then as you exhale, bend the front knee, coming forward as much as you like into a humble warrior again. Relax the head and neck here. I'm going to stay for 3. Slowly lower those arms down, coming back into our downward facing dog. Again, stay here. Our inhale, plank, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You are doing amazing. Go ahead and bring your knees down. We're going to set up our blocks and use them possibly here. So just want to make sure you have them accessible. We're going to do some crow poses. These are honestly my favorite. If you have a blanket or towel, you can have it somewhere handy nearby too. But come into our downward facing dog. Let's inhale that left leg up. And as you exhale, step all the way forward. Coming into a lunge here. Breathe in, extend that front leg. Exhale, rebend, hands to chest. And then we're going to come into warrior 3. Heart is open. You're welcome to use props here. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. And then lower down into our chair pose. Sit a little lower. Good, and hold. And we're going to lower our hips to our heels here, so slowly, like we're going down an elevator. So slowly come all the way down as far as you can, and hold, and then bring those hands down in front of you. So I'm going to move back so I have some space. We're gonna come into a classical malasana. It's also called garland pose. Open up those knees, widen them. Imagine that your heels could come all the way down, so you're on your toes, heels are reaching back. So we're going to be walking our hands out in front of us, opening those knees, letting our hips kind of hang back here. This should feel really good on your lower back. Take some good deep inhales and let it go. Good. Palms down, stepping into our downward facing dog. Next round, we're going to do crow pose optionally. That's why we have the blanket. So inhale the opposite leg, right leg through. Plant those feet to our high lunge. Good. Extend the front leg. Exhale, hands to center, coming into warrior 3 on our right leg. If you need props, do not be afraid to use them. If you fall out, come right back in. And then coming into chair. You know the drill. We are going to sit back here and slowly lower, but we're going to hold here first for 3, 2, 1, palms together, and slowly lower down as low as you can get. Amazing. Okay, get into position here. On our tippy toes, knees open wide, palms out in front of you. I'm going to demonstrate here too, crow. So again, you can definitely come into this, but we're going to do a stretch first. But just showing how you slowly come into it, leaning forward, maybe one knee at a time. So go ahead and get into your position first. Hands forward, knees open. Send those heels back, relax that head down. I'm going to stay here for a couple breaths. And then we will try out crow. I always recommend just try it one time. If you know how to do it, amazing. Maybe you could practice shooting yourself back into a plank from crow. That is something I need to still work on. So in crow, we're going to have our hands down on the mat, bringing those knees as close into your armpit as possible, pressing those shins down onto your elbows. Find your balance here. Like I said, this is optional, but when you're done, go ahead and come back. Feel free to get a drink, move your props out of the way, and we're going to meet in downward facing dog. Amazing work. Go ahead and take a deep, full breath in. Exhale, bringing that left leg up and over, opening your hip, and then bring that left knee to your left wrist, coming into, I don't know why I forget this every single time. It's like one of my favorite positions, but I can never remember the name. This is seriously one of the best stretches, but it can be a lot on your hips and knees. So just know, another option you have is if you sit and just sit cross-legged, bringing like your left shin in and then your right shin on top. Or just sit cross-legged if that's enough. You'll feel enough stretch, just forward fold, bending over the knees. And take a minute to tune into your inhales and exhales. Letting go, consciously relax the shoulders, those hips. Relax all around your eyes. Soften your belly. Go and slowly come back up, and we're just going to switch sides. So come into downward facing dog. And then when you're ready, you're going to lift your opposite leg up, bend at the knee, open your hips, and bring that right knee to that right wrist again. And setting up the props, honor your body wherever you're at, whatever you need today. And if you're sitting cross-legged, just put your opposite shin in front this time. And again, find that breath. And listen to your body. Are you feeling it in your hamstrings, your glutes? We carry our lives in our bodies, so if it feels like a lot, give yourself permission to just trust what your body's feeling, whatever you need to let go of. So don't create resistance. We've already got enough in our lives. Just simply soften. Be okay with where you're at. Make some space in your jaw here. Soften throughout the face muscles. On your next inhale, we're going to slowly walk our hands back up, moving the blocks out of the way. We're going to meet in downward facing dog. Take any last movements you need here in your downward dog. Bring those knees down, cross your shins. We're going to slowly come down to our backs. This is going to be optional, but I am going to use blocks. Not quite yet, so come down onto our backs. Bring those knees together and just maybe place those hands, one on your belly, one on your chest. Close your eyes. Take a full inhale in, filling up, and exhale slowly, letting it go. So inhale 4, and if you can, exhale 6 to 8. So just counting. And feeling it maybe through your nose, chest, belly. Exhale, feeling it come back up and out. And continue this for a few more rounds on your own. Good, go ahead and stretch those legs out. And maybe if you have a blanket, you can place under your hips here, but I'm going to use my blocks because I really needed to open up my chest here and my lower back after a longer run today. So I'm going to place it one under my lower back. I recommend placing it maybe a little further down on your tailbone. And if you need one under your block, feel free to use it. I hold a lot of tension in my shoulders, so coming back to your body, what does it need? Really feeling your breath here, letting your body be heavy. And just know if you can stay here for longer, please do so. This is your practice. So we're going to go ahead and slowly move those props out of the way, wiggle those fingers and toes, rolling over to our side and slowly coming into a seated position. Thank you so much for showing up today. Take a deep inhale, exhale, let it go. I hope you have the most beautiful day. Just remember, we need something to return back to. You've got this.